Do 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 do. Oh. Yeah. All right. Da 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 da. Hey, Richard, how you doing? Da da da. You're the first one here. Hey, Richard, how you doing? Da, da, da. You're the first one here. Hey, Richard. Just got to make sure this is public. It is. Okay. Good. You're the first one here. Just got to make sure this is public. It is. Okay. Starting my stream. All right. All right. It always takes a second to warm up here. All right. It always takes a second to warm up here. All right. So. All right. I'm doing. So, yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for watching. We got a few people in here now. We're up to 5. Awesome. Well, I'm going to be doing some warm-ups until we got a few people in here now for the next like 25 minutes. And then we'll get to the actual stuff. I haven't drawn yet. And then we'll get to the actual since I woke up, so I gotta warm up. You know what I'm saying? Drawn yet. Since I woke up, so all right. Gotta warm up. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm gonna be doing is all right. I'm doing the last. So, what I'm gonna be doing the last fan art challenge video is going to be just all female, because I realized over the course of the last few weeks all the video is going to be everything I've been doing is just it's been mainly boys. It's a boys club, so everything I've been doing I wanted to make sure that I could get some more girls in there. So I need to warm up, and I don't know who to draw. Who all is out there? I know Richard and Terry are here. Who to draw? Who else is here? Who all is Make yourselves known. I know Richard and Terry are here. If you are new here, please say something. I'll draw whatever you want me to draw. No, that's not true though. I'll draw a lot of what you want me to draw. I'll draw whatever you want. I just gotta warm up here. No, that's not true though. I'll draw a lot of what you want me to draw. I just gotta warm up. Can you hear my voice twice? Audio echo. Why? I gotta figure out why that's happening. Audio echo. Why? I gotta figure out why that's happening. Audio echo. I wonder if you guys are getting me through the camera. I wonder if you guys are getting me through the camera. No sound now. Okay. Okay. So I either have to echo or... Okay. I got an idea. I either have to echo or... Okay, what about now? I'm going to try everything I can. No echo? Why are you mad? Why is there a mad face? I don't understand, Rednacks. Rednacks, by the way, is my son. He's here. Perfect. Hey, I love it when something works finally. So I need to warm up a little bit. I'm just doing this elf here because when in doubt, default to draw an elf. But if anybody has a suggestion of something that you would like to see me draw, let me know. Dashing and daring, courageous and caring, faithful and friendly with stories to share. Gummy bears. I did a gummy bear last week, or 2 weeks ago. A real monster. Donald Trump. I'm going to keep this one, and I think that's too much even for me. I think because I'm going to be doing... Because I'm doing a... I'm finishing up the all-female fan art one. I think I'm going to stick to doing girls, females, women. So if you have a character, a fictional character, does not have to be a monster, that you would like to see drawn, think about it, because in about 20 minutes I'm going to be taking an actual request. So what I imagine we'll do is we'll basically put them all what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put a bunch of them all in a list, and I will roll randomly to see which one I got. That's how I got Sunny Gummy last week. All right, elf. It's kind of hard to draw at this angle, but I do it for you guys. All for you. Hey, I'm gonna put on my royalty-free music now that we got the audio thing figured out. Royalty-free music. I don't have to pay anything to use it. Royalty-free. I don't like that eye at all. I'm going to play around. I think I'm going to use a different brush for this. Because why not? Let's try something I've never tried before. This looks interesting. Let's try this. Whoa. Whoa. Let's turn down the opacity and the size. Oh, it's all textured. Let's see what I can get done with this. This is the time to start experimenting with new things when there's people watching. I think. So I'm wondering if I should keep my camera at this angle, lift the face cam, as I spend most of my time doing this. You guys can see the top of my hat. Maybe I should move it down. Because those low angles, that's what everybody wants. Hat cam is fine, thank you. I don't know if I'm feeling this brush. If I'm being honest with you. Hello, my love. I got the whole fam here. Corinne's here. She didn't say anything, of course, until Meg showed up, but that's fine. It's fine. I get it. Meg has that effect on people. That's why I married her. Hello, Will. How you doing? I'm great. I don't count? What do you mean I don't count? You know me. I'm the only one that can talk to you like this. Stands my Ahura. How you doing, Low Will? She's supporting me in my endeavors. It's very sweet. Tell Momo thank you. Tell her to come to my live stream. It's happening right now. As we speak. You're kind of tired. That's unfortunate. I get that. My sleep schedule has been off the rails the last, like, I would say several months because of this quarantine, man. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. The late 90s Disney cartoon, Pepper Ann? Pepper Ann. That sounds familiar. I gotta look it up. Oh, man. She was very, like, she was very, like, 7-Up guy. Fido Dido. Yeah. I remember it now. I don't think I ever watched it, but now that I've been reminded. You sleep all day and you're up all night? I hear you. That's my natural schedule. I wish it wasn't. I've tried numerous times not to be on that schedule. And I think in order to stay on a day schedule with any kind of regularity, I would have to be reliant on sleeping pills in order to sleep. Because it's just not when my body wants to sleep. Did they bring Fido Dido back? She was, right? Like, it had to be the same people. It's always cool to draw Fido Dido. Always. There's no wrong time. I'm not feeling this brush at all. At all. This is not my favorite work at all. But I'm still going to go through with it. Because I am not a coward. And I don't know when to quit. Some say that's my biggest weakness. Not knowing when to quit. You know? I can't believe they brought him back, though. Look how artsy this is. It's not. Yeah, you can't share links in the chat, which is probably, now that I think about it, a smart move on YouTube's part. Especially when you start getting, like, the public involved, if you know what I mean. But I'll look it up. I'll look it up, because if he's back, that's great news. I love to see that 90s nostalgia is coming back in a big bad way. That's how you know you're getting old, by the way, when the nostalgia you have for like a certain decade is now has come and gone. Like the 80s nostalgia wave is wrapping up, and now it's going on to straight up 90s stuff. Man, so he's like he's in a full-on commercial, eh? Well, I'm gonna have to check that out. All right, I'm gonna just use this and see what I can do. See if I can salvage this thing. I don't have a lot of hope. I should have just stuck with the Bokoblin from last week. That was a preview of things to come, doing the all female fan art thing with my Ms. Pac-Man Bokoblin. If you don't know what I'm talking about, sorry. But it's all there. My last live stream is up somewhere. If you guys notice there's any like technical difficulties or if the music's too loud or something, please let me know. Because I can't tell. I can't watch this. I'm in it. I'm part of it. Hey, the hair is the only thing that looks good when I do this. I'm going to ditch the eyes. I'm going to ditch the eyes. That's part of the problem here. Let's get rid of this. Am I planning to move to Twitch? I thought about it. I actually have a Twitch account for Matt Makes Monsters. I don't know. I thought about it. It's a little intimidating. I don't know why this is less intimidating. It's because maybe I'm used to the YouTube platform. But I've thought about it. I've thought about it for sure. Maybe I should just do it. Maybe I just make the jump. I work with younger people. One of my past coworkers. The 90s were the best. Wait. What were you, 3? Right? There's a lot of fake 90s kids out there, man. Rednax, you're a kid. What are your thoughts on the 90s? What was the better decade in your perception as a kid? What was the better decade? Was it the 90s or the 80s? Yeah, I've actually thought about it. Did you not understand the question? 80s. Thank you. I mean, look. I've got a certain love for the 80s, but let's not kid ourselves. The 80s was pretty bad. Pretty terrible. I like the weird, like, fetishized neon violent, drug-laced alt 80s that probably didn't really exist. I like movie 80s. Yeah, and the music. Like, the music. I kind of like, I listen to a lot of, the 80s are kind of a blur. I like, synthwave. And, it checks all those nostalgia boxes, but they don't have any of the bad. They take all the cream of the crop, all the good stuff, and leave the rest out, which is awesome. It's funny to me, like, listening to, like, if you could listen to recorded radio from the 80s, and it was, yeah, Scarface 80s, best. If you could listen to recorded radio from the 80s, so much of it would be trash. Because people only remember the good stuff. Which is fine. That's the way history works. This is turning out to be more artsy than I thought it would go. I don't know who this is, by the way. This is just... I'll be taking requests here in about 5-6 minutes, and we'll be throwing them all in a list, and then I will be drawing it. Now, word of warning, this is the this is my, for those of you who are just joining us, this is the full female fan art finale video that I'm prepping for. So I have one slot left in my current 6 fan art thing. So I need it to be a female, a woman, a girl that I can put into this, that I can do a fan art of. Doesn't have to be a monster. Just needs to be a character from popular culture that I can fan art. So far I have, I could give everybody a preview of what's coming. Because you showed up to my live stream and I appreciate it. I've got Ripley from Aliens, I've got Wonder Woman, I've got Peppa Pig, I've got Elsa from Frozen, that was a request from my daughter. And I have Uhura from Star Trek, who turned out really well. I did her this morning before I passed out. So if you have somebody you'd like to see me try to draw, I did them kind of all in different styles too, so I don't know if I'm going to go back to this style though. It's not bad. I gotta say, man, like, 7 of 9, good one. Good choice. Double Star Trek. I gotta say, though, like, Procreate, like, late last year, my Cintiq that I had for my PC died. Just kind of a random out of nowhere death. And I haven't been able to draw in Photoshop for a while now, because you can't just go out and buy a new Cintiq, especially if you're not currently bringing in a ton of cash. So I've been relying on my iPad Pro, which I thank God I have this, and Procreate. And I gotta say, Procreate It's awesome. It's so great. 11. Oh, 11's a good one. 11. And also, hi, Carrie. Donna Noble. Donna Noble. Donna Noble. Xena. Man, these are all great. These are all great choices. I want to draw all of them. Hello. Some of these royalty-free songs aren't great. Not gonna lie. It's someone's art, though, and I respect it. Yeoman Rand. We got a couple Star Trek choices. Yeah. All right. So we got about a minute left. Zelda from one of the cartoons, which from Legend of Zelda. I don't know. Okay, so we got Zelda. Man, there's a bunch to choose from. So I'm gonna make a list here. Probably nowish, soonish. All right, that's all I got done. It's not a lot. It's not great. I'm just playing. It's artsy. It's a warm up. I'm warmed. I'm all warmy. I'm warmy. All right, let's turn this one into the list. Okay, so let's go here and let's write down what we got here. Let me scroll back in the chat. We got 7 of 9. 11. Donna Noble from Doctor Who. Xena. Warrior Princess. Yeoman Rand. Zelda. Undyne. And Hecuba. Okay. That's good. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to roll an 8-sided dice. An 8-sided die. Sorry, there's only one. Let's get with the singular here. 7, 8. And whatever I roll, that's what I'm committed to. Oh, should I have put Pepper Ann on the list? I'll put Pepper Ann on the list for Momo, even though she's not here. Pepper Ann, I need another one to make it an even 10. I'm not gonna choose my own just in case it gets chosen. So I'm gonna. I need another suggestion. Here I go. That is stuck. But it is a 7. It is a 7. Oh, wait. I should roll a d10. That's stupid. Let's try that again. Still a 7. It was meant to be. Undyne. Oh, man. That's one of the ones I don't know. Did I go out for a minute? I don't even know. Did our internet die? I wasn't even aware of that anything happened. Did you guys see the die roll? Well, now I gotta look up what Undyne is. Rednecks. Is this gonna be an easy one? Is she a fish woman? She's a fish woman. Fish woman. All right, well, I'm back. Sorry, everybody. Sometimes internets go out. What are you going to do? There's not much you can do. All right, I will, I'll do that. I'll do that. So I've been nominated to do, I've rolled randomly, and I got to say, while I would love to do all of them, I have rolled a 7. Even on a, twice, actually, I rolled a 7. I rolled it on a 8-sided dice, and it was a 7, and a 10-sided dice. And now it's Undyne. From Undertale. If you don't know who that is, welcome to the club. Because I also don't know who that is. But I will do it anyway. And she's a fish lady. Yeah. That's fair. That's fair to call her that. Fish, yeah. You saw the roll, right? Double 7s. What can you do? Now I just got to do it. All right, so we'll start in with a rough. She appears to be... people like to give her more hair than she has in fan art. But she is definitely... She's got a ponytail and nothing going on in front. So we'll do this. And she's got... She's a fish woman. Look, I've heard lots of good things about Undertale. And I've played the first little bit, but I've never gotten much further than that, honestly. So that's another game on my list. All right. And how do you pronounce it? Is it Undyne? Undyne? And she has armor and a spear. Hey, Rednecks, do you want to, like, fill me in on what her deal is besides Fish Woman? What is her deal? Fill us all in, because we don't know. You got it right that she's just a fish woman with a spear. And they say video game characters aren't deep. I don't know if I'm going to put this one in. We'll see. I'm going to do it, but I don't know if this is going to be my final one. Maybe I'll have to roll again. Man, fan art is such a rough thing to get into. There's some really good stuff, and there's some really good stuff that's well, questionable in content. This is what I get for image searching. Alright, I'm not pleased with any of this. But that's okay. How come nobody's chatting? No, no. She's like mostly, she's mostly woman. She's dating a scientist dinosaur. All right. All right. That's fine. All right. That was very rough what I just did there. This doesn't really. Let me see if I can get at least a hint of a hand in there. She's dating a scientist dinosaur. I know nothing about it either. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it because that was what fate decided I should do. And I am nothing if not a servant of fate. Alright, I'm going to do this fast. Let's see here. Let's go. So I've got that. It's basically a rough. That is basically the rough of what she looks like. There is a cool skeleton guy. Alright, let's see if I can. Here we go. Here we go. Drew is here. He's lurking again. Drew. I got 14 people in here. Hi, 14 people. You think you can hide from me, but you can't. I don't know who you are, but I see that you're here. I see you, 14 people. So she's dating a scientist dinosaur. And she's a guard. In the vents like a xenomorph. Alex is here too, and he is also lurking. But that's his natural state. He's a lurker. Oh, I see what that is. I thought that was a crack in her head, but it was just part of her eye patch. See, I got it in the end. What's going on with her mouth? Does she have two giant sharp teeth? I think so. Lurkers! I love you all, lurkers. You guys are great. Why, you've got my watchers up to 15 now. That's why you're so great. Rednax, what is the name of the dinosaur scientist that she's dating? And how does a dinosaur become a scientist? Not an animal. I'm a scientist. Get your dinosaurs phase over while you're young. I don't know, man. She looks like she's been around the block. She's already got an eye patch. Not saying you can't have an eye patch when you're young, because, you know, you can. She's seen some stuff. For sure. Dinosaur School. I would cover it. I don't know if I would trust Dinosaur School. Is that racist? I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being racist towards Dinosaur School. If this one goes fairly fast, I'll probably do another one of the other requests as a bonus. Bonus! So she's got one giant fang like that. She's dating Alphys, a very shy scientist dinosaur. A T-Rex softball pitcher. I don't know. There'd be a lot of fights. Sometimes you make career choices and they're not the right ones. Oh, yeah. Like Nick Fury's eye patch. Spoilers. It's not. That's a good idea. Yeah. Alphys. What kind of dinosaur was he? This is important. We're all learning here. This is educational. Yeah, I saw how Nick got his eye patch, and it was anticlimactic, which I think was the point. But I don't know if I don't know if I'm down with it. It's a girl? I'm sorry. You're right. My Xennial self is being I'm being stupid, so I'm sorry. Did you not refer to the dinosaur as a he, though? Did you? If you didn't, I'm sorry. I gotta go back and look now. Alphys. A very shy scientist dinosaur. Okay, fine. So, the Marty Feldman eye, yes, just the one that just strays off into the distance. Fine. Okay. What kind of dinosaur is she? Is she a Stegosaurus? Is she a T-Rex? We gotta know. Like Corinne said, this is important. How can we be educated if we don't know? No! Rednecks, know your dinosaurs. Fine. Fine. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look Alphys Undertale. Alphys appears to be yellow. How that's... Yeah. Okay. So, I think Alphys might be They have the head crests of a Triceratops, but they stand on two legs, like some sort of, like the two-legged dinosaurs. So I don't know. Genver, the second last dinosaur. There is some very bold fan art for all of this. Undertale has some fans. I can tell you that. Let me get a chip on her armor there. Put a chip on her shoulder. In the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot from a few years back, not not this current one, which is it's a little too much for me. But the one before it, it had Raphael's design was really cool because he actually had a chip on his shell on his shoulder, and it's pretty great. Pretty great. That's some attention to detail. That's great. I was always a big fan of that. Michael Bay's version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I've seen the headbutt dinosaur. Yeah. Is that what she is? Maybe. The Pachycephalosaurus? Maybe. I don't know. Because she's got like it looks like plates. Yeah, definitely a dinosaur, no particular kind. Michael Bay's version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was weird. It was weird. I didn't honestly, I didn't dislike it as much as I thought I would, but I didn't like it either. No. So there it is. The weird like Shredder, William Fichtner, was that his name? Plot was weird. I wasn't sure what's happening there. But you know, I wasn't the biggest fan. The Stigmylocolia? Maybe. Pachycephal. That's not much of a dome, right? It's got like a weird crest. A female reptilian monster that lives in the lab. So maybe this is a wild goose chase. Maybe she's not a dinosaur at all. The Stigmatosaurus. Yeah. Very unhealthy. I think there's got to be a dinosaur that walked on two legs that had that like a crest of some kind. Right? Triceratops in the head, no horns, walks on two legs. And it's not that she's like just anthropomorphized, because she's really got that dinosaur hunch and she's got like the tail. So, I don't know. It's a mystery. I'd like to hear everybody's thoughts. Stigmata the movie. You know, I've never seen that. I don't know why. And I'll form the head. Right, there needs to be a Google for dinosaurs. Come on, everyone. Where's Greg when you need him? So, Rednecks, how am I doing? Is this looking good? Googleosaurus. I got a question though, Rednax. Why did you choose Undyne and not Alphys? Alphys? Maybe I want to draw a shy dinosaur in a lab coat. No, this is much fun. This is much more fun to draw, honestly. Google Tops. So I didn't get a video out today, mainly because my sleep schedule is ridiculously messed up. But I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do. How do I fix this? Do I want to fix it? That's the real question. All right. She's coming along. She's coming along. She's got lots of black armor. Does she have... Would we say... Yeah, we would say. We would say she doesn't have any armor on her arm here. Well, it's fair. It's fair. How am I enjoying Night Owldom? It has its benefits and it has its drawbacks. Yeah, and there's no time has no meaning. That is definitely true. I'm you know, I like being up all night and, you know, being able to get stuff done. And I gotta say, I am a huge fan of the morning, as long as I'm up to see it and don't have to wake up in it. It is it's a peaceful time of day. Yeah. Exactly. And well, I'm kind of like, I'm not exactly I'm not what people would call employed right now. So that definitely doesn't help the matter. So I can just there's a lot of staying up all night, and I had a very, like, last week I was on a completely reversed schedule. So but on the upside, I get to like, if I have a video to put out, I can just get that out, and it's out in the morning, which is awesome. I can take my daughter in the morning and let Meg sleep in, which is awesome. So there's some advantages, but there's you know, sometimes I miss the afternoon. Not gonna lie. Right? Like, when you try to fix it, it just doesn't. It just makes a bad day. and then you're back to where you were. Which I don't know if that's better. Draw the last thing I remember. Man, the dream, it wasn't even really a dream. It was one of those weird, like today when I was sleeping this afternoon, I got a weird, like, I was trying to tick away the hours by trying to build imaginary things in my head. And, like I think I was, like, by towers, and these fictional towers that didn't exist. And, I was so disappointed that I wasn't building as many towers, which means I wasn't getting as much sleep, which means I was stressed about the amount of sleep I was going to get, which of course led to an amazing sleep. So the brain is weird. My brain in specific is really messed up right now because of all this. An owldom is like a kingdom, but smaller. And more coughing up rodent bones. Yeah. Owls. Yeah, man. There was an episode of one of my things, wasn't there? That I did an episode where you could see the back of an owl's eye through its ear flap. Owls are built wrong. Trust me. Built wrong. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I've got time to myself too, but like that yeah, that's a, for an extrovert, it's not necessarily a good thing. I need to make this glove bigger. I know Meg would love to switch schedules with me sometime. She'd love to have all night up by herself. Owl pellets. Bundles of hair and full fur. I do need to play Undertale. Level 0 Luke, my my partner in crime from Level 0 NPCs, he is not here. He's got a thing. But I might be able to convince him to do some Undertale. It's retro-ish, retro-esque. What do you think, Alex? Should we try to fit that in the schedule? I can't promise anything. It's like that's another like Minecraft level. Everybody's playing it. Charlton Heston and Steve McQueen are on one of your towers. Yeah, there should be no situation where you can see the back of an eyeball, but if you lift the owl's flap, there it is, plain as day. Time to draw the spear. Well, I know it came out in 2015, but if it's retro inspired, which it is, we've played newer games that were retro inspired, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. For sure. All right. She's coming. She's coming. I'm actually pretty pleased with her. Might want to have the spear sticking out of the frame of the thing. So I'm gonna go and shrink her down a little bit. Yes! Why is it a spear and not a trident? Yeah, no, I don't... I don't know. I don't know if we can do a Noni playthrough of that. You're spending your time alone with us? Aww. You can go if you want. I understand. You probably have better things to do than hang out with us. But I appreciate it. I'm not exactly sure how that goes on her. She's got going on down there. Wait, is it a what kind of spear is it? It looks like it might be a I mean, there's no way to really know. Man, am I going to have to draw a spear in perspective? Oh, man. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. Ugh. Why did I choose to do any of this? I'll just, you know what? I'll fake it. I'll fake it. Who's gonna know? Who's gonna check? Nobody. That's who. It'll be my little secret and mine alone and the 16 of you who are watching. No big deal. Alright. So I figure the box will go around here. Yeah. Alright, alright. She's coming along. She's actually very close to being not done, but done-ish, done-esque. Spears are sticks that are angry. You didn't know who Rednax was? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Well, I don't want to... Like, I guess the thing is I want it to stick out of the panel, right? I want it to stick slightly... I want it to sort of pop out so it looks cool. But then I went ahead and made my life difficult. Like, that doesn't... Look at that. That's not right. She's so simple, too. Why did I have to go and do this? I'll tell you this, though. Thank God for digital. Sometimes I miss drawing on paper, but not usually. I agree with you. You don't hold it close to the spear end, but I gotta say she's doing it in the picture, so I'm gonna just go with it. Maybe she knows a spear style that I don't, which is entirely possible, as I don't know any spear styles. Well, like, you get more power if you hold it closer to the blade, right? So I don't know. Maybe she has to kill in short range. So this is a special spear style that's designed specifically for doing that. I don't know, I'm not a scientist, okay? Jeez. I'm not a scientist. Unlike the dinosaur she's dating. All right. There we go. Bam. Wow. She's good. I'm going to give her some shading. It's a stabbing spear. Exactly. If you live to use the spear a second time, use it correctly. Yeah, that is how leverage works. Legolas using the arrow to stab people. I know. She shoots magic spears out of her spear? Okay, so it doesn't matter how she holds it. Scientists are overrated. So her spear shoots spears. So it doesn't matter how she holds it. Maybe that's how you have to hold it, to shoot magic spears out of your spear. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. Royalty free music. Yeah. It's a spear gun. So it might be a harpoon, actually. Actually, it might be a harpoon. Yes. Upon looking at its design, it's a little harpoony. Harpoony. I think it might even have, Whoa! There's a picture of her with her eye patch off and she's shooting lightning out of her eye. She's got a beam that comes out of her eye. Whoa. See? This is the stuff you learn. I'm going to move this camera around so you guys can see better. I don't know. Because I'm just drawing in my default position. Oh no. This is not what I meant to do. Bring it back. Thank you. There we go. I did that 2 live streams ago too when I started doing shading on the line layer. I caught it just like that. But you don't want to do that. That's not something you want to do. So the patch is like, yeah, it's like Cyclops's, visor. It holds all in that power. So she can fire magical spears out of her spear, out of her harpoon, and she can also shoot lasers out of her eye. Sounds fine to me. So that takes the whole getting her eye patch as a mundane thing. That's probably not true anymore. An accident that leaves you able to shoot lasers out of your eye doesn't sound like a mundane thing. Problems that could not be solved with eye beams would cease to interest me altogether. '90s eye flashes. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. yeah. Okay, so she's her shading's coming in. I'm actually thinking of keeping her black and white. Just because that's what she is in the game. And I want to stay true to the source material. She does not have nunchucks. Sorry, none I could see. Not even in any of the fan art. And honestly, if you're not including nunchucks in your fan art, is it even fan art? I ask you. That's true, I didn't check all the fan art. I need to Google Undyne nunchucks. She's throwing a fireball. Here she's... lots of I-beams. I don't know how I missed the I-beam thing before. Because it's everywhere. There's a pretty decent fan art of her. There's a lot of really decent fan art of her. There's some crazy fan art of her, but there's some really good stuff. She does. She has an I-beam. It's true. What is it? Tell me what it is, then. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? And she does have I-beams. I'm convinced of it. Fan art does not lie. Also, you're right. She doesn't have I-beams. She's got I-beam. Her eye is not just very shiny. There's literally like lightning coming out of it. You can't convince me otherwise. I will not be swayed. What does she need the eye patch for exactly? She needs it to keep her eye beam in. That's important. It's important to keep your eye beam in. Focus! Camera. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep her black and white. It'll make her pop with all the other colored characters. Her I-beams are very well established. Sorry, Xander. We just don't buy it. We're not buying it. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thanks, Matthew, for asking. I'm dealing with a reversed sleep schedule. I'm dealing with a bunch of just a schedule that's out of control. I'm very busy and very tired for a person that doesn't have a job right now. But I'll tell you, it's making getting videos out a little rough. But I'm here. I'm here now. I'm here with y'all. I'm not complaining. I'm just, for the record, I'm just telling it like it is. You know, it's real talk. That's what we do here at Matt Makes Monsters. It's all about the real talk. As you can see, I am adding another layer of shadow to Undyne, or however it is pronounced. We are not too sure. And the reason is just to make her pop a little more. If I'm going to keep her black and white, I want to give her as much depth as I can. So that's what I'm doing. Coffee break. Hobbies can become jobs. I mean, this was my, drawing was my job for a long time. I'll get there. It's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm actually fine. I'm just, I've got a lot of schedule problems for somebody that doesn't have a lot to do. I'm blaming it on the quarantine. And when that ends, I'll find something else to blame. This coffee mug, it just looks big, but I can assure you, it's all. Oh, don't look at that. That's not it. That's not attractive. Here, let me swirl it around. There. That's better. Coffee. The lifeblood of a farm. We don't hate Undertale. We just understand it better than you, maybe. Having never played it. There are 17 people watching. Surely someone else here has played Undertale. Energy drinks. That's a rough gig. It's a rough gig, man. We have much larger mugs. Yeah. Wait, what did Carrie say? I gotta go back. Alright. I'm almost done. I'm almost done her. Fish lady with the laser eye. She definitely has a laser eye, though. I think we're all agreed on that, right? Xander might explode in rage, but I think we're all agreed that she's got a laser eye. Look, I don't know what to tell you because there's a ton of pictures of lightning coming out of her eye. I played like half of it. Yeah, I've heard lots of good things about it. Maybe we'll play it. Maybe we'll play it on the other channel. Level 0 NPCs. I'll put in a plug for Level 0 NPCs, but most of you know it. If you're here and you're sitting here and you're watching me draw and you're like, why isn't this guy swearing all over the place? Well, do I have a treat for you. Go check out Level 0 NPCs on YouTube. And listen to my bad Christopher Walken impressions, and I will swear like a sailor. But for right now, no swearing, just drawing and love. There. I'm calling her done. Oh, I know. I'm so glad, man. I'm so glad. There we go. Undyne. I gotta put a little bit of shading on her eye. I can't just let that go. There. And a little bit on her tooth. Fish lady with laser eyes and a harpoon. Randomly rolled twice, but I got her. There we go. Putting her aside, we're gonna do one more since it's still early. Let's go back to the chart. All right. I'm gonna re-roll, and this time, what do we got? Let's roll it. Let's roll it. Uh-oh. I got 11. And by that I rolled a 2. Which is good. I should have rolled it in front of you, but my phone is plugged in, as you may or not be able to see. And I didn't want to unplug it. So there we go. I'm going to do 11. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, not as many voices on this show. And we have several other shows too. We're currently playing World of Horror on level 0, as well as Knights of the Old Republic. And Alex in the chat here is featured in both. So you should watch those if you like things. Okay, 11. I need some 11 reference. So I guess the question now is, do I go for the bald waffle pink dress 11, or do I go for season 2 too much eye makeup 11, or do I go for season 3 dresses like a normal teenager 11? That's the real question. And 11's laser eyes. Season 3? Season 3 11? Oh, that's the most boring 11. She's wearing that pretty crazy 80s outfit, though. Goth 11. Okay. And we got a season 1 vote. There's a lot of season 3s happening. Oh, all right. All right. 7-11. All right, okay. All right. I'll do season 3. The only power stronger than friendship is telekinesis. Didn't you know? I think they got it right. I think that's actually the I think that's true. I think that's actually true. All right, we're doing 11. Season 3 11. Now, I gotta find... Oh, she wears such crazy clothes in this season. Do we want the one... Because, like... There's a... Oh, man. I kind of... She has several different outfits. I guess I should just pick one. Yeah, the filthy buzz cut with the pink dress and the jacket and the that's iconic 11, but maybe I should break from that mold and try something else. It's maybe, you know. Okay. Decide everything with dice rolls? Now that is an idea. But the most time consuming part will be making the things. I guess I should just roll a d3. Okay, I will. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna unplug my phone. Unplug my phone. All right, so we're going to go 1 or 2 is season 1, 2 and 3 are season 2. 4 and you know how this goes. You know how this goes. I don't need to tell you how this goes. And I rolled a 2, as you can see. 2. Focus. Anyway. So that's season 1. So I get my wish. Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I mean, she just looks awesome. She's just a little kid. Numbers are not hard. The numbers are hard. I'm so bad at math that people call bad math mathematics around me. True story. I'm in the wrong file. If you guys stick around to the end, too, I'm going to give you a preview of the other drawings from this week's video, which will eventually be coming out either tomorrow or the next day or the next day. Sometime in the next few days. All right, here we go. It's time for the rough. How one draws a buzz cut. It's easy. Like in comic strips, they just put lines like this. I'm probably not going to do that. Probably. Again, I make a real habit of trying not to draw my characters front on, so we don't get symmetry issues. But she just looks way cooler front on. Yeah, Undyne is going in. She is. I promise you. She was the role. She's the one going into the final one. 11 will just be she'll be bonus. She'll be a bonus, and I don't even know if I'm gonna get her finished because she's a little more she's just more complicated. There's a little more to do on her, and I don't think anybody's got 3 hours to hang out and watch me finish 11, unless you do. Yeah, Pigpen. He had the same line thing. The only thing stronger than friendship is telekinesis. Remember that, guys. Nothing is stronger than friendship unless you can move things with your mind. In which case, who needs friendship? That's the lesson, right? Carrie, you forget everything? Ever? Or just in Stranger Things? I gotta give her the bleeding nose. So, one of the cool parts about doing the fan art thing, if you're already telekinetic secrets. True. True. Good point about Alex Mack. Who am I? One cool part about doing the fan art thing is that I don't have to draw feet or even hands if I don't want. I can just draw this. This is all we need. It's really just the ultimate in laziness, and that's how I roll. All right, here we go. Let's make this count. I'm going to have to take... I already know this is wrong. I already know that this is wrong. It's okay. It's fine. I'll fix it later. This stare that she does is pretty great. For those of you just joining me, I am listening to royalty-free music, and I can tell you, it's pretty mediocre. But I'm enjoying it. It's nice background music, very inoffensive. I know I mention this every live stream, but props to those who made it. It's not too good that it's distracting. Eleven mostly rolls around the double Arthur fist. Yes, I'll fix it in post. It's very important to get her I'm going to do telekinesis look right. It doesn't need to look exactly like her. I just need to get that stare down. You hear no music once again? That's good. That's good. Yeah, if YouTube will... It is entirely possible that YouTube will give me a ding if there's copyrighted music. See? Inoffensive. Just great background music. I can hear it better than you. What do you think, everyone? Oh, I've got pollen in my eyes. I hate spring. Oh. Okay, sorry. I'm over it. I'm back. And we need the blood coming out of the nose. Girl goes through a lot of blood. Thank you. Thank you. When do the birds sleep? Oh, right. You're going into winter in New Zealand, man. Enjoy. Still, enjoy. Not gonna miss that sugar at all. This is already wrong. I don't care. I don't care. It's gotta happen. All right. Has anybody here not seen Stranger Things? I know, Nathaniel, you only watched season 1, but you've at least seen season 1. Has anybody here not actually seen any of it? Cheap, 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 cheap. All right. I gotta say, I like her jacket. It's Mike's jacket, isn't it? He gave it to her. It's pretty great. 80s jackets, man. You haven't seen season 3? Yeah. Matthew, you haven't seen it? It's okay. It's fine. It's not for everybody. If you don't like stories about how all you need is friendship and telekinesis, then you might not be into it. All right. So she's coming along. Hint of a zipper right there. So her face is not right. Let's take a vote. Do we care? Like, it's not wrong. Like, nobody's gonna look at this and go, who's that? But still, do we care? Kids on bikes. Yes. I wish I had a tracksuit. I can't think of anyone who would look worse in a tracksuit than me. Yeah, that's the thing. What I probably am going to do here is I'm going to get her line work done, and then I will be taking the liquefy tool and messing around with her proportions and positioning, facial positioning. Like, I know I can fix it, but I guess my question is do I care? I don't know. You care a lot. I'm not scrapping it, but if you care, I'll do it. Fine. Batman sweatsuits. A Batman sweatsuit is very, very different than a tracksuit. Okay. Like, do I even need to explain this to you? They're like totally different things. Hey man, that's good to hear. If you are happy with me-based entertainment, then I'm happy to provide. We don't put out nearly enough content to keep anybody going like that. Maybe we should start a Patreon. All day, every day. Just content production. Dude, I know you were kidding. Patreon it up? I don't know. I don't know if there's enough people out there who would want to give us money to hear a new Christopher Walken impression every game. I don't know. I gotta say, who's gonna pay for that? Name 4. Okay. So, the line work is there. It's now time to do the thing I like to call find out how wrong you were. Canvas. Flip horizontally. You know, that could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot worse. At least one would? All right. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. I've definitely thought about doing it for this channel, but I gotta and Luke and Alex and Andrew and I have been talking about some stuff that might be happening in the future. All right, now let's quit this, move this. We'll flip this back, and we will start moving around her face to get it more right. And I'm only willing to do this up to a certain point. Why would you need Netflix? Exactly. How does her face go? Drawing kids is... It's rough, man. It's rough. Is what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying. Wow. Drawing kids. Oh, no. Not me. I'm rocking out to the music. I know you guys can't hear it, but it's true. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want to do a baby with a man's face. I'm definitely not going to Renaissance art this. That's better. That's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. Wonder if once I get some shading in there, if it'll help. Let's find out. All right, so we go like this. Okay, good. And we're gonna add some shadows to her face. Just got a reflection there. What's everybody been watching on besides Level 0 NPCs and this over the quarantine? Because I've got into stuff that I never would have normally watched if it weren't for being stuck at home all the time. Any recommendations, comments, queries, things you'd like people to check out? Fargo! I've heard lots of good things about the Fargo show. For All Mankind. G.I. Joe. All right, all right. Man in the Night. What's Man in the Night? That sounds familiar. Over the Garden Wall is fantastic. I agree with you. I've been meaning to check out Party Down for several years now. Yeah. The Clone Wars, the animated Clone Wars miniseries that is no longer canon, apparently. Which sucks. Man in the High Tower. There you go. I've heard good things. All right. Here we go. For All Mankind. What is that? What is that on? It's an alternate history where the USSR lands on the moon first. and the space race doesn't end. That sounds cool. Well, yeah, that's up your alley. That's right up your alley. The Mandalorian was great. It's the only thing that's canon. Oh yeah, I've watched it. Worth. Definitely. $15 watching now. Triple Junk and Cultaholic. All right. I always like finding new YouTube channels. It's funny, so much of what I watch these days is actually on YouTube. Which I never thought would be a thing. When YouTube first came out, I was like, and you could produce your own content. I'm like, who is going to want to watch that? Who's going to want to watch just idiots online like myself? Nobody's going to want to see that. How wrong I was. There's some great YouTube channels out there. Who watches TV? I mean, I don't watch like I don't watch cable or anything. I kind of want to see the new season of Better Call Saul. But, you know, I'll watch it when it comes on Netflix. That's basically what it is for a lot of TV shows. Yeah. The guy who makes knives out of things is great. And on that note, like there's that show on the History Channel here in Canada called Forged in Fire, which is just people making swords and knives, which is also just really fascinating. Just giant, you know, dumpy middle-aged dudes making swords. It's great. I'll watch it. I'd watch that, and I do. So when I do stick on cable, that's the kind of that's fun. It's funny. It's fun. Forged in Fire. It's great, right? I wish they didn't have so many commercials. That's the one problem with that show. But it's great. Knife or Death? That sounds awesome. I've been meaning to check out Kingdom. I really have. I'm a fan of all that is Korean. Southern Korean. Yeah. South Korean. Oh yeah, she's coming along. She's still not perfect, but I don't care. Oh, Drew, you're watching Kingdom 2? That's good. I'm gonna try it. Yeah. Knife or Death is where people make their own weapon and then try to run through an obstacle course. And they chop stuff to get through. Curse of Oak Island. I live like not far from Oak Island. Just like just a few hours away. I can see it from here. I can't. I lied. Goldberg. The birds went to sleep. Yay! Eat it, birds. You should go outside and start screaming at them now. Scream at the birds, Carrie. Let them know what it's like. Chop the fish in half. She's coming along. You know, it's maybe not my best work, but that's fine. Not everything has to be. Not everything has to be a masterpiece. Especially on a live stream, man. What can you do? Sometimes you just gotta do what you can do. There's something off about her, and I'm gonna figure out what it is. But I might not do that tonight. I wasn't planning on doing 2 when I came here. But if I figure it out, I'll put it in the next video. 11's going to be the bonus. Maybe I'll just do it now. I don't know. It's rough. Like, I don't know. I may not figure it out for hours. I kind of got lucky with Uhura. Like, even though I don't think that Uhura looks exactly like Nichelle Nichols, I don't think it's, like, that far off that it's, like, it's weird. But she's a little far off. She's close enough that it's weird, but it's not, like... Yeah. You made something for me on Discord? Do. Oh, you made me a frame for my my in-video thing. I'll have to do that. I gotta get Streamlabs to work. So far, I've been having a lot of trouble with it. So I'm just using OBS Studio right now to stream, which is like very bare bones. Do you guys like seeing me actually draw? Well, that's it. That's the problem. But with the Uhura thing, a lot of tweens look like 11. She looks right. There's just something a little off. Masterpieces only. No, you can't. Do you guys like watching me do this, or would you prefer to have an actual feed of the screen? Or do you actually like looking at my hand draw? Because I don't know. I'm sorry about the alt tabbing. I mean, you're not missing anything. Well, I appreciate it. I got to figure out what's going on with her exactly. I think she's got... I think her eyes are higher. Yeah. Again, I took that vote earlier on whether I cared, and my guess was that I didn't, but I'm starting to think that maybe I do. Maybe I do care. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like I think people I don't like do people like watching like I think you get a not as great a view of the actual character. But I think like I don't know who's interested in seeing my technique, but clearly some people are. But it's a little more obvious what my technique is when you get to see my hands. That silhouette is dead on. Keep an eye on where my hands are. Well, you can only see one hand. Aww. Well, I'm glad you can see my face some of the time and the top of my hat most of the time. Wait, what did Meg say? Oh, you like looking at my beautiful face? Aww. Aww. Oh yeah, no, like what I would do is I'd get rid of the hand cam and just have the feed of the drawing appear, but I'd keep my face. But again, I don't know, like if you actually like looking at the hand, it's fine. And the 16 watching now. Okay. All right. Time to get some highlights on her. Let's create a new layer. Let's move the line work up. And I'm moving the line work up so I can basically do some highlights and I won't go over any of the lines. I'll just be going over some of the shadows, which is what I want. So she's got a fairly strong boom light over here. I do think there's a problem with the eyes. I think the eyes might be one of the problems. But I'm not going to fix that right now. So you might ask, why did I not just leave the white there? You might ask that. I don't know if you are going to, but you might ask that. And my answer is so I can get more depth. Because now I've got 4 layers of shadow depth. And I like to be able to control the light and the highlights. And it's actually way more fun to draw light than it is to draw She's almost got no shine in her eyes. I'm curious about something here. I'm just going to make a palette here. Really quick. I make the palette so I can get the color back. I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna kill the shines in her eyes. Oh, that's strangely better. All right. Still doesn't look exactly like her, but it's that works. More likes? Am I getting likes on this video? I didn't even know you could get likes on a stream. Much better, right? Yeah. At the end of the day, I still don't really know what I'm doing. I just kind of fake it better than I used to. All right. Nice. Thank you, guys. Yeah. Adulthood in a nutshell. Faking it better than you used to, but not really know what you're doing. I mean, that's true. That's true, like, for everything. All right, guys, I think she's almost ready for color. Which would be fun. Now, should I fix her after I get the color? Maybe I won't fix her at all. Maybe I'll just... This is what goes on in my head when I do something like this. I never know what I'm going to do. These are the struggles I have. Okay. There's the black and white version. It's okay. Let's get some color on there and see what happens. Da 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 do. Why did you do this? Thanks, man. Thank you. I know this is gonna bother me, though. I'm eventually gonna probably take a crack at this later tonight and see if I can fix what the problems are. I think her eyes are probably, if I make them smaller and farther apart, it might actually help. Let's see. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just seeing what looks good. That's not too bad. So yeah, it's 11:45. Do you guys want me to go another few rounds with her, or should I put Undyne into the frame, and you can get a preview of the video that's coming out tomorrow or Saturday or Sunday, probably Sunday at the latest. What do you think? What do you think? Should I continue with 11, or should we see what's going on and get Undyne into the frame? I'm going to wait for the long time it takes for the feed to catch up and you guys to respond. That's why I'm rotating. Thank you. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put in some basic colors. That's all I'm going to do right now. I'll get some basic colors in there, and then we'll... You leave 11? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to get some basic colors in here really quick, and then we'll go. That is the wrong pink. All right, I'll add the basic colors, and then we'll go do that. Yeah, totally. I just it needed to happen. Blue jacket. Let's do a new layer. And we'll trace this one out. And we'll get this this. Wah. Wah. Better, right? Yeah. And now we'll color the hair. Yeah, streaming is not an exact science. I started 2 streams today, and I started one with the new streaming tools they have, and one with the classic streaming tools they have, and I thought they would cancel each other out, but no, that's not what happened. I had to go and make the first stream that I made. That was a mistake. I had to make that in unlisted and private, so nobody can see it. I'm hoping it will stop on its own. But I might have to go after this and stop it. This is only my 3rd time doing this, so again, I don't know what I'm doing. All right. So she looks a little bit wrong, but that's okay. All right, I will go and fix her up later, but I will make sure you all can see it. Maybe I'll do it in the next live stream. I'm thinking, I know I have the Universal monsters coming up. I said next week, but I might have to delay that. Just because, yeah, everything's getting... there's just a lot of stuff that's coming down right now, and I want to make sure it looks good. I don't want to rush it. And I don't want to, like, hurt myself trying to get it all out. Is it really a stream if there's nobody there to see it? Valid point. Valid point. All right, let's get Undyne in there. We will go and we will copy the canvas. Then we will go here. Do you guys want to see the previews of the of the next video? All right. There is Ripley from Aliens, and yeah, I did that. I did her in a different style. That may be one of the worst flamethrowers I've ever drawn, but it's also one of the only flamethrowers I've ever drawn. So that means it's also one of the best flamethrowers I've ever drawn. It's both. It's both. So there's Ripley. Next we got Wonder Woman. I went for a little more of a comic booky style with this. Ting! Reflect those bullets. Yes, exactly. Classic line. There's Wonder Woman with her lasso of truth. And this is Peppa Pig. This is my favorite of the ones I've done this week. I gotta say, I think Peppa takes the cake as being. I just wanted to do a horrifying Paddington version of Peppa, and there she is. Yes, nightmare fuel. Yeah. Oh, come on, isn't she cute? Aren't I cute? I'm Peppa Pig. Aren't I adorable? And then I did Elsa. from Frozen. This was a request from Charlotte, my daughter. She wanted me to draw Elsa because she's a little girl of that age. But I had some fun with this. I did some neat stuff with her lines and the coloring. Yeah, Peppa is terrifying, but, you know, Elsa's a little better. And this is Elsa from Frozen 2. She liked it. She didn't love it, but she liked it. So, you know. Peppa, the thing is, Peppa wears shoes on the show, so I had to give her shoes. Yeah. Kids are harsh critics. And Uhura, of course, from Star Trek. And that was a suggestion from Drew, and she was remarkably fun to draw. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, I really love Peppa for the laughs, but I'm extremely proud of Uhura. I think she turned out really well. So, thank you. And there they all are together, and I'm now about to put Undyne inside of this by adding a layer and pasting. And then I just gotta fit her in. Okay, how am I gonna do this? This is always part of the fun too, is trying to figure out how I'm gonna fit everybody in. He'll like Peppa. I think we could make a pretty awesome Peppa movie with that design. That would scare children all over the world. Okay, here's my problem with Undyne here. Thank you for the Uhura comments. I am very proud of her. I'm so proud of her I may actually get a print of that. And I never get prints of my work. So, Undyne. You made the cut, but you do not get to be in front of Uhura. I am sorry. That's just the way it is. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of like it's got a flash and like a look to it. So I'll allow the spear to go in front. And what's funny is Undyne Spear looks like the Starfleet symbol. Which is pretty awesome. And totally unintentional. You see what I gotta do to put this together? This is not as simple as just throwing it in. I tell ya. There they are. Bam. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm actually, like, this is, I think, my favorite of all the fan art. 6 fan arts I've done. I kind of feel like I should keep going. See if I could get even better. But I've got a series to do. I don't know. I find myself, I was like, I made this goal to do the Universal Monsters, and I feel like I should do the Universal Monsters, but yeah. How am I gonna write her name under a block? I'll figure it out. But I like the way her elbow goes in front and the spear comes down. I wanted to get the spear come down. I've got a problem with this hand too, but I might just put out her whole arm. You know what? I'm gonna put out her whole arm. That's what I'm gonna do. And as for Uhura's name, I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But I think this might be my favorite 6 of all of them. All of the ones I did. Well, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys joining me and hanging out and watching me work. And I'm going to be doing this more often. In some ways, I rather do this than, you know, put together the videos and edit them. But I think I'm gonna keep doing that too. But in the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can get a video out over the next couple days with this, and you can watch me draw all of them, and what goes into making all of them. Right. It's just design. I don't know what to tell you, but I can't. If I put her shoulder behind the wall, it would look weird. All right, everybody. Well, that's it for this stream. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. In a couple days when the video's up, this image will be able to be seen on all of my social media, so you'll be able to check it out there. And do whatever you want to it. You know. Download it to your own device and draw all over it if you want. I don't care. Do what you need to do. All right, guys. Good night. Have a good one, and I will see you next time. I'm gonna try to do this again in another 2 weeks, and we'll see each other then. All right. Bye, everybody.